Hello everyone, and now welcome to game 2 in this series. Coolxian falling behind, or not Coolxian falling or getting ahead here in game 1 after a very fast takedown, and just being able to take down that Naga Sea Witch. It really didn't look like Coolxian was doing all that much there, but extremely well fortunate in trading mana burns early on, also teching Immolation Aura in order to deal with mass ghouls. You wouldn't think that strategy would normally work out well, but all of the fights happening really next to Moonwells, allowing that Demon Hunter to just have a near endless supply of mana for that Immolation Aura, dealing a lot of damage to ghouls. Now, the only way that strategy could have been any better is if there was also perhaps a lightning shield on that Demon Hunter, adding in even more damage to insult there. Alright, Undead now summoning Tomb of Relics. Where is the Altar of Darkness? There it is. So the Altar of Darkness now a little bit earlier this time around, as opposed to the late strategy that we saw in game 1. I was kind of curious about that, and perhaps it was a mistake there. Cechi forgetting to build that altar may have cost him much of that game there in delaying it, unless that is their standard timings, and now he has decided to go away from it, having that faster Death Knight. That Death Knight should be able to clear 1 if not 2 creep camps, getting to level 2 relatively quickly. We are looking at the crypt here, still training up more ghouls, and we are seeing that 16/20 supply. We should be getting up another Ziggurat. There it is, as a ghoul now comes in and takes a look around, sees pretty much a very standard build order this time, as the Altar of Darkness is nearing completion. Almost about the 2-minute mark are when those heroes do pop out, as we can see that there is a wisp hiding down over here. A rather unusual location for it, but it is tucked out of the way, making it very difficult to spot. Alright, Death Knight now looking to make a move in here. Is it going to perhaps find a couple of these wisps? You can see that the wisp is just hiding in locations where the Death Knight cannot normally see it. And you can see that the Death Knight didn't spot that wisp there, as he is just riding down over here. So far, you can see that the Demon Hunter, with those claws of attack +6 and perhaps a mana burn, is going to get a lot of damage off onto that Death Knight. Alright, there is also a skeletal minion waiting to happen. That sheep gonna get taken down. That Death Knight and Demon Hunter actually running around in circles just a bit. And what's gonna be happening next? Yes, gonna come back down, gonna get that Rod of Necromancy going, and now going after this Demon Hunter. Alright, that one skeletal minion taking a bit of damage already, and now going after another skeletal minion. This guy quickly gets taken down here, as this guy may get taken down as well. And this has given a little bit of an advantage for Cechi. Cechi should win out in a fight here. 652 hit points compared to 401. And the hit point regeneration is higher on that Death Knight, only a 2 armor difference between the units, as the Demon Hunter is still trying to give chase, but unable to do so, as that Death Knight is just so fast with that Unholy Aura. Alright, looking to come inside here. Is it going to get off some shots onto that Demon Hunter? No, that Demon Hunter is still running around here, as we're looking at archers being positioned all across the map. In addition to Wisp, these ghouls are currently not doing any creeping whatsoever, as the Death Knight now looks to make a bit of a move. Alright, we could see the waking up of creeps. No, we don't. That Death Knight just trying to keep tabs on that Demon Hunter. That Demon Hunter and Death Knight both sitting at level 1, as we're looking at what this Demon Hunter will be trying to do next. Alright, here you go. You can see the Demon Hunter now going after the Death Knight. The Death Knight now attempting to run away. Back over here on the bottom right, ghouls are now chasing after archers, and once those ghouls get that Unholy Aura, things are going to go from bad to worse for those archers. Archers are looking to run around. Oh, are they going to get a Demon Hunter? And oh my goodness, oh yes, it does get a surround onto that Demon Hunter, and that is huge. That is a lot of damage there, as the archers are now going to wake up and wake up the creeps and now pull back away. Alright, are we going to perhaps see a shockwave come in from that Ogre Lord? No shockwave whatsoever. That ghoul will stay alive, but wow, that Demon Hunter being forced to use a whole bunch of moon juice early on, depleting many of those Moonwells already. Alright, there goes another run by here. The Demon Hunter, is going to get stuck for a second time. This is potentially huge, as this ghoul off over here needs to make its way out. Is it going to be able to make its way out? Yes. Oh, yeah. No, it is not able to make its way out as the archer. And now there is a Scroll of Town portal burning through 150 or 350 gold right there. That ghoul just was not paying attention, wanted to keep that demon hunter inside there. And that was a good trade, though. A ghoul for a Scroll of Town portal. As now we're going to see another fight. Rod of Necromancy, Skeletal Warrior, Demon Hunter now trying to come back in as again. Again, the Demon Hunter decides to, however, smartly back off as it knows it cannot go toe-to-toe in that fight. Skeletal Minion now running by. Is it going to be able to make its way through and perhaps get taken down by the Tree of Ages? No, it is not. As we are now sitting at 23/50, there is one Ancient of Wonders, and I don't see any other buildings being built. This is a surprise. I would have suspected Ancient of Lores to be coming in. There's one, there's two, as yes, I do know what I'm doing when I'm casting. So far, you can see that the Demon Hunter is still running around off over here. You can see back down over here the Death Knight and Naga Sea Witch hoping to put in a lot of pressure. Is this going to be enough as the Panda now joins in on the fight? And oh, here we go. This could be a very bad fight here. The Panda is slow on hit points. There is a Breath of Fire coming in as well. There's a Mana Burn. And now the Demon Hunter once again gets surrounded. No, not surrounded. Will be able to make its way back out as the Naga Sea Witch continuing to fight here. All right, apparently someone is lagging the game a lot as we are looking at the Naga Sea Witch down to 57 hit points. Is it going to get taken down by the creeps? Yes, it is, I believe. Yes, taken down by the creeps as the Death Knight now continuing to make its way over. Staff of Teleportation. And now the Demon Hunter is here. Staff of Preservation on that Demon Hunter, as the Demon Hunter will in fact be able to teleport a unit back home very quickly. Panda, on the other hand, needs to pick up a Staff of Preservation as well, allowing the Demon Hunter to teleport back home and then make its way back into the game very, very quickly. You can see that Death Knight doing what a good leader is supposed to do, protecting its underlings and making sure that they don't come to their opponent. You can see that Demon Hunter is still trying to chase off back over here. You can also see that the Ancient of War tanking a lot of that damage. And oh, is the Death Knight going to get off a kill here? No, does not get the kill. Now going after the Panda, as the Panda taking a little bit of damage. Where is the rest of these units? I don't know. There's one Skeletal Minion, and that is it. And this is not a good fight at all. Level 2 now on the Death Knight. He gets the item. And is he going to be able to back off in time? He does have Death Coil now, I believe. The Demon Hunter and the Death Knight, both sides battling it out. And it looks as though, yes, his opponent has in fact teched evasion, meaning no immolation aura. There goes an archer. We may see another archer go down. There goes another archer as the Death Knight getting a little bit closer to level 2. And now the Naga Sea Witch is joining in on the fight. And there is some cold arrows. All right, let's see what's going to be happening next. Cold arrows. Oh, Rod of Necromancy right behind. Oh, Staff of Preservation does save it. But now the Panda. Who's going to save the Panda? As the Panda is currently trapped right there. Oh, this could be potentially bad. That Panda in a very, very bad way. Will he be able to get out of there? There is a potion of invulnerability on him. And there it goes. There's the potion of invulnerability being used so that Panda will in fact be able to stay and fight and live another day. But I'm sure that Panda would have liked to save that potion of invulnerability for a much more dire time. 36/40 supply compared to 34/50. We are about even. You can see bears though, and now Tree of Eternity nearing completion. We should be going into bear form in just a moment, or at least researching the mastery training, as the Naga Sea Witch and the Death Knight taking this opportunity to start creeping. This is when Undead gets deadly. Once they get obsidian statues out, the obsidian statue is such a main portion or a main part of the Undead army, as it's able to heal and give mana to those heroes. You can see that a Tome of Experience being picked up there. The Death Knight should get to level 3 off of this, also picking up a Potion of Greater Mana. Will have a lot of mana in the upcoming fights here to get off a lot of death coils, saving or perhaps even nuking down other units. Staff of Preservation sending the Demon Hunter all the way back. Staff of Teleportation to get himself back in with the rest of the group, as the Death Knight and Naga Sea Witch both sitting at level 3 and level 2 finally. The Death Knight looking very strong at this point. Meanwhile, the Demon Hunter should be very strong as well. Only sitting at level 2 though, a little bit behind just because of that Tome of Experience drop. Replenishment Potion has been left behind as well. We're looking at creeping out the Troll Berserker creep camp. That's going to fall relatively quickly as we now see a Lich being added as the third in the Undead trifecta. Going for that Lich with that Orb of Corruption allows for extra damage, that -5 armor. So effective as we're now looking at an engagement coming in. That unit is taking an extra 27% damage. That is absolutely huge as this fight is continuing underway. So far, not quite sure why the units... what's going on? Oh, Acolyte trying to place down a Boneyard, and we are going into Frostworms. Frostworms, something that not normally seen. Is the Naga Sea Witch going to pick up the Tome of, or the Boots of Kotolas? No, it looks like the Lich did instead, and that is going to give the Lich a little bit more armor, but I can't believe that that's going to be the right item. No, given instead to the Death Knight, as the Death Knight needs that armor more than anyone else on the Undead team. Nightcrawler now getting completely taken down here. We can see both sides trying to creep out. Demon Hunter sitting at level 3 does have a good number of potions and items. Meanwhile, the Undead army is just creeping out so effectively here, going after the Ogre Magi, picking up another Ring of Protection +2. Not that useful of an item, but you can see now the Demon Hunter is going after these low hit point Crypt Fiends. You can see that that Orb of Venom is dealing and taking quite a toll on that unit there. Nothing that a Death Coil won't fix, but that is still a bit of a problem as that Demon Hunter is going to be a challenge for quite some time, as that Demon Hunter now looking to run away from that attack. It looks like it is able to barely dodge it, and now what's going to be happening next? Death Knight now coming around the backside here, perhaps looking to defend the main walkway between the two bases. Meanwhile, the Demon Hunter is still continuing to give chase. I don't know if that's a very smart call, as the Demon Hunter once again takes more damage, down to 450 some odd hit points. And now still getting slowed though, so that slow is really taking its toll. Death Knight now wandering off to the north. Meanwhile, you can see that the Panda is at level 3, getting very close to level 4, has 2 claws of attack +6. So this Panda all of a sudden turning into a very, very crazy brawler. And his auto attack's now something to be aware of, as I believe he's almost getting a 30% damage increase just from weapons. So let's take a look at this. There's a Drunken Haze, there's a Breath of Fire, a lot of units now missing. There goes a couple of Crypt Fiends, there goes one. Another one might go, as well as the Destroyers are right now trying to finish off some Bears. It looks like the Bears may get taken down, as the Destroyers do in fact have some mana. That is the problem there. Once Destroyers have mana, they are very difficult to take down. There goes another Bear there, as this is going so incredibly well for Cechi that I don't believe we're actually looking at the same game as we originally were. Coolxian coming back in. This series is completely flipped. There's a Drunken Haze, but no Breath of Fire. There's a Forked Lightning coming in from the Naga Sea Witch, as the Death Knight now going after the Panda. The Panda gets taken down, and that's going to be a very, very quick GG as well. So 20 minutes in, we are done through 2 games. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.